Well, it's that time. Let's walk in faith, talk about anime, and grow together. Welcome to the special bonus episode of Rev's Otaku Talk. What's up, fam? As promised, we are bringing you a full review of the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie. We have done reviews of this over the past couple of episodes, and we have released the parental part of it, but now we are doing a full with a critical and a Christian outlook, and we're going to be adding that parental back in. So please enjoy the comedy, enjoy the spoilers, just enjoy the review, and thanks for listening. A critical review of Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. What you smiling about, Raver Mom?
You're making me, I don't know, on the spot, I feel like.
No. K2 can start it.
Like I said earlier, I think it was good. I would have much rather it been a series rather than a movie. A season rather than a movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and that is a big consensus with many different platforms that they wish they would have done it. And from what I have read, they are actually thinking about, after they release all three movies, about turning it into a season run. Which if they do, which is what they did with Mugen Train. And we know that if they do that, there are going to be some things added to the season that is not in the movies, whether it's a before and after or just little tidbits to the stories in the middle. So it is a possibility that they are going to do that. But just like with Mugen Train, I really don't see the point.
Yep.
For an additional, 3 episodes? 4 episodes maybe? And it was basically the introduction of Rengoku. And then what happened after Rengoku died. And that's the expansion of Mugen Train. But yeah, that seems to be a very popular consensus on it.
I like the main fight between Tanjiro and the tattooed guy.
Akaza.
Yeah.
And Giyu.
Honestly, not even so much the fight itself, but his story.
Yeah, and I think that's the part where people think that it needs to be a season, is the fact that they went into his story.
Well, they go into a little bit into each demon's story.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of have a feeling that with the upper demons, the upper ranks, I feel like they're going to do a little more. Like how they did with Akaza.
Yeah.
Where they went into it a little bit more. There were some bits that I have seen other people post or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, remember in the series where Akaza did this? And I'm like, no, now I need to go rewatch it because they were pointing some things out that I didn't realize that he had done in the episodes he showed up in.
Yeah, I just got done rewatching that.
So.
And there were little things that I noticed after watching the movie and then going back.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, I completely forgot that part.
But that'll happen too whenever you go and rewatch something. It's like, oh yeah. So.
Yeah, but I honestly, I think that is going to be a repeat through the next 2 movies because it is a 3-parter.
Yeah.
Because Akaza was upper 3. And then I think that the next movie they're going to go with upper 2. And then the next movie is going to be upper 1 and then the death of Muzan.
Yep.
I pretty much think that's just how it's going to flow. And then I know the part that Raver Mom is looking forward to because she manga snuck a peek.
Oh no.
Yeah. Apparently there's a wedding that's going to be happening.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. But if you haven't read the manga, we're not going to spoil it for you. But now we got you hooked. But I think that's how the movies are pretty much going to run. We already knew about the upper 3. And we know that he killed off all of the lower 6.
Yep.
And we know that, was it upper 5 or upper 6 was the one that Shibuya went up against?
I think it's upper 6.
Yeah.
I think you talking about Doma?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
you know he's gonna die in the next movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think Tanjiro goes up against him. But there's somebody else. I know that the first Infinity Castle, there was the one girl,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the training, who was fighting him. But I mean, she didn't fight to begin with, so honestly, why she even did that was stupid. But
Yeah.
I think there's somebody else that comes into play in the next episode. In the next one is what the talk that I've heard.
You gotta
I think
think
it was
there.
Tanjiro, but I'm not sure. I don't remember.
There are a couple of Hashira that didn't end up down there.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you this, and I kind of can't wait for the movie to come out because I want to watch the end where the what do you call it? The credits are going through, and they've got like these flashes going on, and apparently it shows a particular Hashira fighting and dying. And I was like, I don't remember that. Okay, like I don't remember. I can't remember that part.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for it to come out so we can go watch it again, because I honestly want to just fast forward it to the to the credits to see if that's something that's there.
Yeah.
If it's because it's supposed to is it foreshadowing?
Yeah.
One of the next battles is what it's supposed to kind of show.
Yeah.
Or that's supposed to be his battle without actually having his battle, which is kind of weird because it's one of the Hashiras. So
Yeah.
it's kind of odd.
What would make sense to me is because Giyu and Shibuya, they had a weird relationship. Like it was like a love-hate type deal. And to me, it would make sense if Giyu and Tanjiro did go confront Doma, and then that was another tag team fight. I mean, to me, that just makes sense. Raver Mom, what did you think about it overall?
Overall, I loved it. I feel like it definitely, they did justice to the series, to the show. I haven't personally read the manga, but I want to read the manga, just because I've seen some images of what the manga looks like versus what they did in the show, or even in just Infinity Castle. There's been clips, and they definitely wowed me from just what was drawn in the manga versus what they put on the screen.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited about that. But plus, of course, like as always, there's going to be more in the book than there is in the movie or the show.
Yeah.
Even with doing like how they did Mugen Train and then having the series, I feel like there's still going to be more stuff in there. But overall, I liked it. I gave it a 10 I think when we did rate it, right?
No, we didn't rate it.
Oh, no, I think I told you. It's definitely my number one now. Demon Slayer in general is definitely my number one because I feel like there's a whole lot more to it. And it's something that you, like, it takes you on a roller coaster. Even the movie, Infinity Castle, was like, you were like, it was like rooting for the home team, rooting for your favorite person. I understand why certain characters didn't fight because, they're going to be in the next movie or the movie after. I do wish they did a little more with the Zenitsu fight just because, like, I feel like that, I don't know, like, not that they missed something, but I feel like that one kind of went quickly because they spent so much time on Akaza's story. I feel like a little bit of that could have gone back to the story that Zenitsu fought, or just something there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like I feel like maybe they could have done a little bit more. I was bummed that Inosuke didn't fight.
Yeah.
I was because he was like trying to find somebody. You know, he wound up not doing it. But I mean, I know like they're wanting to. I mean, like because Tokito really didn't fight, and then the Stone Hosher. I mean, like they did the little demons, but then some of the younger Slayer core members was like, oh, we'll get all these guys. You go ahead, you know.
Yeah.
Which was honestly kind of cool because it made the Hashira feel like they actually accomplished something in these students where they didn't feel like they were doing anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really excited for the next few movies. I'm pumped.
Me, I have a whole new respect for the yellow-haired weirdo.
Zenitsu.
I have a whole new respect for him because he was like, I mean, we rated Demon Slayer previously for the show, and Zenitsu was like my least favorite character. And then it's like, you know, he's in this battle, and it's an inner turmoil thing because he's going up against a guy that he trained with Gramps. And
respected and,
you know, this whole entire fight, it's like he's going back to the past because the guy's just dogging him out, downing him. You know, you've only got one thing, and I've mastered everything but the one thing that you mastered, type deal. And you know, because there's only six forms to lightning, lightning breathing, or thunder breathing, or whatever they call it.
Yeah, I think it was 7.
No, it was 6.
Oh.
Yeah, he made the
he introduced his own 7th form, which was like, dude, whenever he cut loose, I was like, you're one powerful guy, aren't you?
Yeah, Rev was like, I've not seen him do that. I said, he did it in the show.
Yeah, I'm rewatching it. I still haven't seen the 7th form happen. I still haven't seen it. I'm waiting to see where the first showing of it happened.
Where are you at?
I am in the entertainment arc again.
Yeah, I think that's where he does it.
It's either there or right after.
So, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
But
we'll see.
no, he doesn't do it a lot, but I want to say he does it maybe once or twice.
But the effect that, you know, that it had in the theater, I almost felt like it never happened, or like nobody noticed it except for you guys.
Well, I feel like if it didn't happen in the series, I feel like some of the ones that he did was like practicing that. But I think he did it. He had to have done it in order to battle some of the upper ranks.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm watching back through it, and I'm paying attention for it.
I know. See, that's the thing. Like, I want to go back through it because I feel like now I want to find out certain things.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm sorry. Whenever he turned around and he did that, and it's like Zenitsu went Super Saiyan.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the homage. That stance was the homage to Dragon Ball Z. You know, and then boom. Did that just come out of him? And he's awake.
Yeah. Well, you gotta also remember before he, you know, his character was very mealy, very, you know, like wimpy.
Meek, yeah.
And very meek, yeah. And then after he got that letter, it was like his world crushed.
Yeah.
You know, like the one thing in his life that he truly, truly cared for, like his family, you know, was gone.
Yeah.
And it changed him. And I'm hoping that it ends with, you know, that's why I had to see how he ended, because like I was just hoping that his character ended better than it was in the show in general. That's honestly why I was looking up, because the fact that for him to be a main character, something has to happen.
Yeah.
Like powerful enough for him to matter on why he became attached to Tanjiro.
Yeah, well,
Tanjiro, whatever.
Yeah, you can tell that Inosuke is your guy.
Yep.
You know what? Leave me
What,
alone.
Manjaro?
Leave me alone. Anyways, but yeah, like his world completely changed when he got that letter when they were with the Stone Hashira.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what, he was waiting for, so to speak. Was that moment to fight that guy.
I mean, at that point, whenever you come up with your own technique, you've kind of surpassed everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where Tanjiro, kind of noticed that with Giyu. Was, there's 10 forms to water breathing, and he's like, 11th form. What?
Mm-hmm.
What's 11?
See, that was one thing, too, that kind of aggravated me with him. Is he still, after everything he's done, all the demons that he's fought, doubts himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I felt at one point, it was just like, dude, shut up. Like,
You gotta think with Tanjiro, from the very beginning, he's fighting his nature.
oh, I know. It's just, when he was battling with Giyu, and it was, I don't know if it was when Akaza got into picture or right before, but he was making comments at how Giyu would, the way Giyu fought was so he wouldn't get hit, and he's, and like he's doubting himself, and it's like, what have you done? I mean, like, look at everything that you've gone through. Look at all this that you have surpassed. You are like the best of the best. You might as well be a Hashira, and yet you are still thinking you are less than what you are.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I'm hoping, honestly, at one point he realizes that.
And he might.
Yep.
I mean, 2 more movies will tell.
I mean, not everybody can be a Nosuke with that self-esteem.
You gotta remember, there came a point when Inosuke broke.
Oh, yes. Oh, I know. And that's honestly, that right there is kind of why I like him.
Yeah.
Because, like, he was very prideful. He broke, but then he overcame that.
I think that's a theme, because Inosuke broke, and he well, to use lack of a better word, bloomed.
Yep.
And then Zenitsu broke.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody uncaged the beast on him.
Yeah.
Tanjiro's yet to truly break.
Yeah.
I mean, he is, in my opinion, just as big of a crybaby as Zenitsu. But
Yes.
he has a purpose behind the reason he cries,
Yes.
other
Yeah.
than I'm afraid I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
He's very emotional, and I think that has a lot to do with him fighting his natural self,
Yeah.
being a demon slayer.
Yeah, because he's a
But
caretaker.
there has to come a breaking point for him. And who knows, that may be that whole upper one thing when he confronts another sun breather.
Yeah, which I will say, when we finally saw the face of Upper One, I was like, holy cow.
Yeah. Well, I did get some information on Upper One. Upper One is not the one who taught his dad.
Oh, okay, good.
He is the one who taught the one that taught his dad.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like the OG sun breather.
Wow.
So
See, that's going to be a battle. Like,
yeah.
that's going to be a crazy battle, because Tanjiro is having to learn most of his skill on his own.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, yeah, the Hashiras taught him stuff too, but like, even just this recent transparency mode, whatever he called it,
Yeah.
like, he figured that out on his own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he
Yeah.
has done all this by himself because he's had to figure it out. And not just because his dad's not around, but like, his dad taught him a lot while he was there. But it's just like, when he gets to Upper One, that's going to be a battle for sure.
I'm kind of hoping that, because the Rengoku's brother was trying to put the book back together. That was like his personal mission. I'm going to try to piece this puzzle back together so that you have the book. I'm kind of hoping that somewhere within the midst of those movies, because he didn't fall in, because he's technically not a demon slayer. that
The little brother?
yeah, his sword never changed colors, so he was not inducted into the Corps.
Well, neither did Tanjiro's.
Yeah, his turned black.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not originally black.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm hoping that he he's piecing the book together and some bit of less profound information hits, and he just trying to fight it to get at the Tanjiro, and at the last minute he gets it, and it's like this epiphany, and then bam,
Yeah. I do like that Rengoku's dad came around.
Yeah, he was guarding the kids that
Yeah.
were doing all the stuff.
I like how that was added. To me, that was like a respectful, what do you call it? Nod to his son.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was awesome.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. And then of course Nezuko is back with Tanjiro's teacher.
Yep.
And they administered the medicine to her, and she's going through some type of transformation, and we're hoping that it ends with her getting her humanity back. So a lot of cool stuff that movie has unveiled, and it's a cliffhanger that leaves you wanting more, not one that's like, I really hate that you did this.
well, and the good thing is the way they left it is it's not like we're wondering when the next movie's going to come out. Like they told us, it's every 2 years.
Yeah.
So they've already got a plan in place. And so we're not like on a cliffhanger. I mean, I know it's going to be 2 years, but it's not going to be like, when is the next one coming out? Like we already know it's coming out in 2 years.
Yeah.
So, and if you read the manga, you know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, it is the second highest grossing film in Japan.
Wow.
Mugen Train is still number one at 70. Is that what we saw? 70?
Yeah.
And then
That's
Infinity.
just Japanese numbers.
That's just in Japan. That's not including everywhere else.
Here in America, it's number one.
Yeah, in America it's number
already
one.
surpassed.
There was an actor I sent the thing to Rev
It was
yesterday.
one of the Wayans brothers.
That got mad because his show did not do good compared to Infinity Castle.
And it was because it came out at the same time Infinity Castle did, and it did horrible at the box office.
Yeah, his co-star, the guy's co-star, was like, it's not, because the one guy was like cursing anime, blah blah blah, like, and he was like, dude, it's just anime, like,
he's like, you can't say that about anime.
Yeah, like, come on now. And then the main actor was like, I'm just kidding, like, it's just a joke.
Yeah,
but
that man was raised on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, so it is outdoing. I think it just outdid Superman, and then something else, and so it is still going. It's insane.
Well, I mean, it's not that hard to honestly beat Hollywood lately, so it's not surprising.
For sure. I will tell you this: if Netflix comes out with a live action, I'm going to be very sad.
Tell you what, man, if they mess it up, Netflix is going to lose so many subscribers.
I don't think they're going to do it because of this whole thing that's been going on, and they have lost double-digit millions of dollars lately, literally within the past couple of days.
And that's probably the reason why. Well, it said that they're trying to push for it because they want to ride on the tailcoats of Infinity Castle.
Yes, I understand that, but because of something that they just recently released, where they're pushing certain things onto the younger audience.
Oh, their personal agendas.
And they have started to lose over 15 million or so.
Oh, wow.
And their stocks have gone down. And so if it keeps continuing, then they're not going to have the money to do it. So.
Okay, well.
Or they're going to rush job it to try and
save money.
Yep.
To run.
And we'll end up with another Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, Lord. Don't remind me. That was so sad.
Oh, was there a Cowboy Bebop live
There's a
action?
live action
Yes.
Cowboy Bebop on Netflix, and it did not follow the anime
It is
at all.
not Cowboy Bebop. It is Cowboy
No.
Bebop in name only.
Yeah. It ended differently. The story went differently. The characters' attitudes are wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
And none
it was
of
a
the
bad
actors were
adaptation.
like even support. Like none of the actors liked the fandom at all.
It's
Like,
bad
it was
whenever
bad.
your actors
Wow.
apologize for how terrible it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So, yeah.
So, anyways.
So what? Raver Mom, you gave it a 10.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
K2, you
10.
give it a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'll give it a 10 too. So it was good.
Not for children.
It's just not
10.
for kids. Me and Raver Mom went out on a date this past Friday, September 12th, a very crazy look forward to day by people all around the world because it was the American release of Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. And we went and watched it, and we are going to do a little bit of a parental review for this one because we don't want to give away any spoilers, but we believe that it's important to bring up the parent point of view for the movie because we ran into some parents that had questions for us, and we even had a run-in with some parents who brought kids way too young to watch it in the theater. So we're going to tell some stories and give a review of what we think from that point of view. And then once K2 watches the movie and it's been out for a couple of weeks, then we'll do a full review and we'll throw some spoilers out there, and that'll be fun. So, Raver Mom, you want me to get this started, or do you want to get it started?
I don't care.
Well, you are the now mega fan of Demon Slayer in the studio, so you can start it.
Yes, I love how I got deemed that. That's so funny.
Everything she walks by that says Demon Slayer is a, ooh, I want that.
Yep. Hey, I did very well at C4Con. Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, I'm the one who spent the money.
I just want to say I saw it. I didn't say anything, and I kept walking. And then what happened? He went and he bought it. I didn't even have to say anything. So I got 2 new figurines you have to check out on my
cool.
shelf out there. But the funny part is he was like, oh, this one's yours and this one's mine. And then we get home and he's like, here's the bag. He gave them both to me, so it was pretty cool. Overall, I think, so we went and saw the sub version.
Yep.
Even though I thought we were going to the dubbed version. But I'm actually glad we did the subbed. I was very apologetic because I felt bad. Because sometimes Rev has an issue with the subtitles and everything like that. But I don't think it was too bad with the subtitles.
No, it wasn't too bad.
But I was quite happy with everything overall. At the end, I was like, I want to watch it again. And then when we were headed home, because we were, which I knew it was rated R, but what was it?
I didn't know it was rated R.
He didn't until the
Oh,
end.
wow.
We were taking a picture on the really big movie
Poster,
poster
yeah.
right there at the door. And he was like, oh, this is a rated R movie. And I was like, yeah, it's most likely because of all the blood, guts, gore, all thatness. Which is not new if you have seen the show. That was still the same amount. Like, that wasn't as bad. But I do understand why they did it as a rated R. But then we got to looking at some of the parental website reviews.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the fact that I was like, there wasn't a lot of language in it, in the sub version. And so we got to looking, and the one review that we looked at for the language, there was actually some words in that review that wasn't in the subbed, and we think it's in the dubbed. And if that's the case, I don't want to see the dubbed, just because it says a lot of foul language in it that
It's
some
really
of the-
needless after you watch the sub.
yeah, when you watch the sub version, you're like, why would you even put that in there? I mean, like, if you've seen, like I said, if you've seen the show, they say certain
Yep.
words in there. Tanjiro loves a couple of them. They're not like too awfully horrible, but I wouldn't put them in the category of like vulgar curse words. In the dubbed version, if this review that we read is correct, they say some not so nice, those vulgar curse words. So it was a big shocker to me when we walked in, and at first you see just a bunch of like young adults, maybe older teenagers, and then all of a sudden there's a family that walks in. And I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. Why would you bring your little kids to this?
And they sat down next to me.
Yep, they sat down next to Rev, which even that was kind of funny because we were going to the bathroom and he's like, hey, there's 3 minutes. Now, mind you, when you buy IMAX, because we actually watched it in IMAX, which was amazing. And I was so excited about that because it's been, oh my goodness, forever since I've been to the movies.
Yeah, the last time that you went to a movie with me, we watched the first Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's a long time ago.
That's a long time.
But I did go to the movies with a friend of mine, and we watched, oh my goodness, it was one of the Christian movies that those brothers put out.
Yeah.
I went and watched a movie. So, but that was still like 2 years ago. So it's been a really long time. So I was really excited to watch it in IMAX because we've watched IMAX before and we enjoyed it thoroughly. And just because of the colors and the action and everything like that from the TV series, putting that in IMAX, I was
beautiful.
I was really, really excited.
I was made for it, man.
Yeah.
And so we picked I picked our seats and stuff like that. And I walk in, and he's in the bathroom, and I walk in, and in our row, you've got like 4 empty seats, and then there's this young gentleman. And when I mean young, I mean like he's younger than me. He could have been the same age as me, I don't know, but he looked younger than me. And he, not a teenager, but like a young adult. And then there's 3 empty seats, and then this mom with 2 kids on the other end or whatever. And I'm thinking, oh, great. Maybe I'm hoping this guy is not in my seat, was my first thought. And so I walk up after I looked at my phone, and I walk up and I was like, he's sitting right next to me. Rev, you better hurry up. Oh my goodness, right? Like, so I sit down and like, you could tell he automatically got uncomfortable and I got uncomfortable. And while I'm sitting there waiting for Rev, it's literally just us 2 sitting there. Like, me and this younger guy is just randomly sitting there, and we look like we're in the most uncomfortable date in the planet. Because nobody else is around us. And then all of a sudden, Rev shows up on the other side, coming on the other side, and I was like, thank you, God. And I leaned over, but it was, yeah.
And that's kind of where my story begins. Because we came early, we stopped by before we went out to dinner because of the fact that I wanted to get the bucket that was supposed to be at the Regal Cinemas. Well, they ended up not releasing the bucket in America. It was only a Japanese release. So we didn't get that. But I still wanted a bucket meal, and the 50th anniversary of Jaws is coming up, so I got the Jaws bucket cup combo thing, and a IMAX poster for the 50th anniversary.
Which I had to carry all of that in, by the way. just saying.
And, by the way, guys, if you go to IMAX and they aren't giving you the cards, ask. At the Regal Cinemas, they are supposed to be giving away cards with the IMAX tickets as long as they've got them. So if they don't give you one, ask them, because if they do, they will give you a limited edition pack of cards for the movie.
Yeah, because we weren't automatically given them.
I had to ask about it, and we had people going before us who was going to watch at IMAX, and they didn't get them. So I'm like, you know what? I didn't get my bucket. I didn't get my cup. You're giving me my cards. But anyway, so I get out of the bathroom and I walk into the theater, and I honestly could not see her. So I walked all the way up to the top row. Now she is decked out, full fangirl. So she's got a...
I'm not in cosplay or anything. Oh my goodness.
She's got merch on like crazy though. So she's got a Demon Slayer shirt on. She's got a Nezuko hat on.
My bucket hat.
And she's, so I go all the way up to the top because whenever I walked in, I couldn't see her past the bars and stuff like that. So I go to the top.
You make me sound like I'm so short. Thank you.
You are short. So I go up to the top and I look down to find her hat. And I'm like, there you are. So I go down to where she's at and I sit down and there's a seat between me and this mom and she's got 2 kids on the other side. Now, one's a toddler and one is 5th grade, 6th grade at the most, okay? And I'm like, why in the world are you going to bring a toddler into this movie? And not really giving mind to the middle schooler at this point. It was the toddler.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there, and whenever we looked at the phone, there was supposed to be somebody sitting next to me. And he came in, the dad came in at the end of the trailers, and he sat down next to me. And at this point, this guy, he's not really that big. I'm wider than him, but he has to assert his dominance and stretch his wings out. And now I'm squished. And I lean over more toward Raver Mom, and I'm like squishing my arm in on the other side because this dude is acting like he's the Hulk. And the movie starts. Well, the movie starts progressing, and as soon as the demons start attacking, the toddler gets scared.
Of course.
Okay. Because the gore and everything else is starting to show.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, you know how the battles are in the show.
Yeah.
Okay. It's very like quick in the movie. Like the scenes, in some of the scenes, it's like in your face. I mean, it's, I think of IMAX too. So like.
Yeah, and you've got the demon slayers cutting off the heads, and the blood is going everywhere, and they're they're going away in a flash of fire type deal, and this kid is scared. And then all of a sudden, this toddler's making a whole bunch of noise because he's trying to get over to Daddy so that Daddy can protect him, and Daddy doesn't want to protect him, but then Daddy ends up holding the kid, and then they end up shuffling their seats around so that the kid's sitting between Mom and Dad. And it's insanely annoying because I'm hearing this whiny kid next to me while I am watching it. But I feel sorry for him because I'm like, you guys are idiots for bringing your toddler to this. Yeah. You should have waited until you could have got a sitter.
Yep.
And left your kids with them, because it really starts getting into it, and then the middle school kid starts getting scared.
Oh, no.
Okay? And the show, in certain parts of the show, it's worse than the movie whenever it comes to this stuff. So, parentally, that kind of tells you what you're looking at with Demon Slayer. If your kid is not of a almost adult age, don't watch it. I mean, if the show itself can sometimes outrank the movie that's rated R, that should tell you where it's at. Whenever it comes to violence and gore and, the imagery and stuff. And so this kid starts covering his eyes, and the mom is now having to take care of the older child who is now freaking out. And it came to a point where the key battle happens with Giyu and Tanjiro and Akuza. And I'm not going to go into how the battle goes, but...
It's not Akuza, it's Akaza.
Fine, Akaza.
Or Akaza. It's Akaza or Akaza, but either way, there's no U in there.
Akaza.
Thank you.
Okay. So it gets to that battle, and that battle's pretty gruesome at points, and it's also being intertwined with the battle between Zenitsu and another guy.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say who that is because that's a monster spoiler. But this toddler gets so scared that he poops his pants.
Oh, no.
And the smell.
Yeah.
The dad would not get up, or the mom would not get up to change this poor kid.
Oh.
They kept holding him and telling him to stop.
Wow.
Instead of
Great
taking
parents.
him out to take care of him. So I'm sitting there with the smell of poop lingering in the air with my popcorn and Daddy's cheap cologne. So it was not a great experience for me in that essence. Parents, don't take your kids to see this movie.
I didn't experience any of that. So I don't care.
Raver Mom got to enjoy it to the point to where she wants to go back. Me, I'm like, you know what? I enjoyed the crowd. I enjoyed the cheering. I enjoyed all the oh mans and the what in the world just happens and the half crying and all of that stuff that was going on in the crowd. But because of the fact that my other senses were curling up and hoping to just get out of there, I'm like, you know what? You are more than welcome to go back and see it. I will go back and see it whenever it has died down and nobody wants to watch it anymore, or I'm just going to wait till the movie releases onto Blu-ray and I will watch it in the backyard. Really, parents, don't take your kids to see this movie, especially if they're young. Don't do it. You're going to spoil your own time as well as everybody else's. It is not made for kids at all.
No, and if you want a preview, just watch Mugen Train, because Mugen Train is rated R as well.
And Mugen Train is nowhere near as bad.
Yeah.
Great
so-
visuals,
Wow.
great story, but it is not for the young.
Yeah, I mean, it's the final battle. I mean, that's what it's called. So
Yeah.
think of Mugen Train times 3. So
And it's only going to get worse as the second and third part come out.
yeah.
Oh, no.
I will say though, I mean, out of that one family, I think there was only like a few, like a small handful of other young children that were there.
Yeah, but they had headphones on.
And I don't think I didn't hear anything. I did hear the family that was next to you. That was kind of an annoyance, but out of everybody else, I didn't necessarily hear any of the other kids that were there. But there were other kids there. There were kids there that were Princess Pika's age. I mean, like, it was insane the amount of, or the ages that were, that parents brought. Like,
I know
it's
that
crazy.
whenever I went up to the top to look for you, the kids that were, because the majority of the kids were toward the back, which, you know, those parents were, I guess, trying to be considerate because they were bringing kids. They knew they were bringing kids. They got seats toward the back. But those kids also had tablets and headphones.
Wow.
Those parents brought something to keep those kids entertained. You know, but yeah, the people that were sitting next to us, forget about it.
Because we sat like
As close to the middle as possible.
Yeah, whenever you go into, like, you come up the ramps and you go in, you've got that front bar where you've got the handicap spaces. We were 2 rows up.
Oh, okay.
So we were like right,
Yeah.
I mean, right, boom, like right there. And that's where they were. So
I always take the back up.
yeah,
I always go to the back.
he like
I have
like
to sit
going
in the middle.
I like going a little higher too, but he likes being like a little more to. So
I want that sweet spot where all the speakers are blasting in my face.
Okay.
yeah, well, I got you as close as I could to that because most of it was already taken by the time.
There was a group of people who came in like matching Demon Slayer shirts and junk. They were like, you know, like the anime club for Demon Slayer or something.
Listen,
and they
it was
took
cute.
up the middle.
They
it
were
was
the
cool
younger.
to see how
Yeah.
enthusiastic they were.
That's cool.
They were like 10 years younger than us.
Yeah, they were like young adults, but it was really cool, and it made me feel normal when I was cheering because they were cheering, and when I was yelling, they were yelling. So like, it made me feel very normal. So I appreciate that.
And me, I am a major snacker during movies, so I'm sitting there. She's all like, yeah, you know, and you know, the laugh, the cry, the screaming, the cheering, and I'm stuffing my face.
Yep. So.
But yeah, now if you are an adult, and you are into Demon Slayer, it's an awesome movie, and I'm pretty sure we're going to end up making some episodes off of it because there was a lot of moral fighting in it.
Okay.
But it's just not for kids.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
So parenting standpoint, no. If your kids watch Demon Slayer and you don't know what Demon Slayer is, I completely and totally advise you to find out what your kid is watching, and you need to make a decision on how you need to handle the situation. So that's just how that is. It is not for kids.
Even the music was awesome. Come on now.
Yeah, I am wanting so bad to put in the pre-buy for the limited edition vinyl record that they're going to be releasing for it. I want that thing. But yeah, no, the music was awesome. Raver Mom listens to it in the car all the time. Really good.
Yeah, it had a good soundtrack.
But yeah, so we give it a 10 on a critic note. Parental, no. From a Christian point of view, it still stands. Use discernment whenever you watch it.
Yeah.
If you cannot, if you can't see past the demon point of it and the demon aspect, don't watch it. If you can discern the morals and the virtues and everything that are being portrayed in it, and how those certain things can reflect, then okay. But yeah, just use discernment as with anything. Use discernment. Pray about it. Make your own judgment call. But the number one thing for me is I would not let a young child watch it.
No, yeah, it's definitely like high school up material.
Yeah, and I mean, like I told you a couple of weeks ago that Raver Mom sent me something, and there was a movie theater in Brazil who had to bring the police in because there were parents bringing young children into it, and there were so many kids in this theater that they had to remove them because they were of such an inappropriate age for the movie that management couldn't allow it.
Listen, as much as that, like, as horrible as that sounds, I wish we did that here.
Yeah.
Just because, and it's not just with, like, Demon Slayer. It's with any rated R movie, especially nowadays, because the rated R we grew up with versus the rated R now.
Our rated R is PG-13.
Not the same thing. Not the same thing. And for parents taking these kids to rated R movies, I mean, prime example of what we went through when we went.
Use discernment, make smart choices, and you'll be okay.
Always.
Well, that's it for our special bonus episode of Reb's Otaku Talk. I hope you enjoyed the review, and if you have any animes or movies that you would like us to do a review on in our 3-part signature review, just drop us a comment, send us an email, and we'll be happy to watch it if we haven't, or if we have watched it, do a full review of it and post it for you. Again, with this one, it was done over the course of a couple of weeks and a couple of episodes, so some of the statistics aren't quite right, but the review stands still. Again, thanks for listening. We'll catch you later, guys.
Tune in now, the mic is live. We're diving deep into Taku vibes. From hero highs to kaiju fears, we're talking shows that bring the cheers. Revs on deck with truth and flame. Raver Mom and K2 bring the game. Faith and fandom in the same place. Only here we run that race. It's Revs! Ow! Otaku Talk! Where the spirit meets the screen. From Pokemon to Daegu Dreams. It's Revs! Ow! Otaku Talk! With Bible, truth, and enemy power, we vibe and grow each Otaku hour. Trivia time, let's spin that cup. Kid Koopa's crown, can he keep it up? Listener mail and fan debates. We love the art the Lord creates. From Studio Ghibli to Naruto, God speaks in ways you didn't know. Stories rise like rising sun. We break them down one by one. Chew, this ain't just hype, it's revelation. Anime with holy inspiration. Otaku life with transformation. Faith and fandom, no limitation. It's Revs! Otaku talk! From JoJo's post to Spirit Lead, we laugh, reflect, and plant that seed. It's Revs! Otaku talk! So hit that play, don't walk away. Let's geek and grow in Jesus' way. O-T-A-K-U, talking truth in all we do. Revs crew, rolling through. Faith meets fandom just for you. It's Revs! Otaku talk! Where the spirit meets the screen. From Pokemon to Daegu Dreams. It's Revs! Otaku talk! With Bible, truth, and enemy power, we vibe and grow each Otaku hour. It's Revs! Otaku talk! From JoJo's post to Spirit Lead, we laugh, reflect, and plant that seed. It's Revs! Otaku talk! So hit that play, don't walk away. Let's geek and grow in Jesus' way. It's Revs! Otaku talk! Where the spirit meets the screen. From Pokemon to Daegu Dreams. It's Revs! Otaku talk! With Bible, truth, and enemy power, we vibe and grow each Otaku hour. It's Revs! Otaku talk! From JoJo's post to Spirit Lead, we laugh, reflect, and plant that seed. It's Revs! Otaku talk! So hit that play, don't walk away. Let's geek and grow in Jesus' way.